Recently, another intriguing development was announced between China and Russia. They claim to be building a new railway bridge that will span the Amur River, connecting the cities of Mohe, China, and Dzhalinda, Russia, and giving the Sakha Republic a direct path to China. Railways have always been a crucial component of China's and Russia's infrastructure, facilitating the movement of people and products between the two nations. With the opening of the new bridge, trade between the two countries is anticipated to grow, creating new economic prospects for both. And in this video, we'll discuss the new enormous railway project between China and Russia, as well as how China is connecting every country in Central Asia. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons below before we get started. On March 16, the Sakha Republic's Information Office accepted the initiative. When finished, this new route will be 2,000 kilometers shorter than the existing ones. It is significant to remember that the Sakha Republic's only present route to the Chinese market is via ports in eastern Russia, such as Vladivostok. Due to poor cargo and passenger traffic, the Mohe-Dzhalinda portion has been closed since 2003. Nevertheless, it is anticipated that with the completion of this new railway bridge, this part will once again be in use. Russia has a large territory known as the Republic of Sakha, also known as the Republic of Yakutia. In contrast to other regions of Russia, it is the one with the fewest inhabitants. Since the winters are so harsh, the transport sector is underdeveloped. However, the Sakha Republic is rich in natural resources, which might aid in its development. For instance, it possesses substantial coal reserves, as well as natural gas, lumber, and iron ore. However, despite the Far East's abundance of natural resources, its transportation infrastructure is unable to handle them. To make exporting and moving those resources simpler, they plan to construct a railway. They can even transport energy items more effectively from Russia to China with the help of a new railway bridge. According to the Russian news agency TASS, China intends to invest in the construction of a railway in the Sakha Republic. The railway bridge between Mohe and Dzhalinda is just one aspect of this project. Additionally, it is starting construction on the Mohe-Magadan railway line, a brand new international route in the Russian Far East. A memorandum of understanding was signed by the China Industry Overseas Development Association and the Republic of Sakha Railway Company to carry out the development of this new international route. After passing via Mohe, Dzhalinda, Skavorodino, and Yakutsk, the railway will arrive at the Magadan port. The Tongjiang Bridge, which opened its doors in November 2022, also spans the border between China and Russia. It is the sole railway bridge that now connects the two nations, and it is located more than 1,300 miles east of Mohe. The 7,194-meter-long bridge took roughly 7 years to construct, and on November 16, 2022, it was ready for use. By using the Tongjiang Bridge instead of the Suwannee border crossing, commuters may now travel to Moscow from the Heilongjiang province in 10 hours less time and 809 kilometers less distance. China is additionally constructing the China-Kyrgyzstan-Uzbekistan Railway. For two reasons, China values the CKU Railway. In addition to advancing its geopolitical objectives, it seeks to establish legitimacy in Xinjiang by winning over Central Asian elites. As part of China's Great Western Development Strategy, it was initially inked in 1997 with Kyrgyzstan and Uzbekistan. The objective of this program was to transfer resources from the West Coast to the East Coast. Numerous important resources, including minerals and carbon, are present throughout Central Asia, including Xinjiang. China had to start from scratch when it came to relations with newly independent Central Asian governments in the 1990s. China vowed to revive the ancient Silk Road in exchange for Central Asia's refusal to assist the Uyghur political movement, which is crucial for China's dominance in Xinjiang. This was done in order to win their support. China constructed a railway in the late 1990s and early 2000s that connected two cities close to the Kyrgyz border, Aksu and Kashgar. They also contributed to crucial Central Asian initiatives, like the construction of gas and oil pipelines at this time. 2009 saw the completion of the Turkmenistan gas pipeline, while 2010 saw the start of the Kazakhstan oil pipeline. Additionally, they were making headway on the Kyrgyz and Uzbek portions of the CKU Railway. China started to be perceived as a significant economic force in the area. Although trade between China and Kyrgyzstan increased significantly during the 2000s, From $118 million to $5.2 billion in 2009, they were unable to come to an agreement on how to pay for the $2 billion railway. China began conducting studies to determine the viability of the CKU Railway at the beginning of the 2000s, and Kyrgyzstan followed suit, with assistance from organizations like the European Union and the World Bank. Instead of making investments, China erred greatly by attempting to acquire many mining sites in Kyrgyzstan. The second-largest iron ore reserve in the world, Ztim-2, is worth at least $50 billion and has attracted the attention of the Chinese. Unfortunately, the site is close to the Kyrgyz-Chinese border. There was criticism of the idea due to worries about environmental pollution because it is also close to a sizable glacier that is crucial to Kyrgyz agriculture. The CKU Railway is significant for relations between China and Kyrgyzstan, although the Kyrgyz government has never been in favor of surrendering state resources for it. But China hasn't been able to offer the railway favorable financial terms, and it hasn't been able to deal with the project's opponents. As a result, the CKU Railway hasn't made much progress. Elite Kyrgyz claim that Kyrgyzstan won't profit from the CKU Railway. They believe that foreign investors should construct and own it rather than Kyrgyzstan paying for it. Elites in Kyrgyzstan are also concerned about Kazakhstan's potential to undercut them by lowering its transit prices in order to draw in more business. Since Russia's war in Ukraine, things have altered though. The CKU Railway may suddenly be more profitable because more people prefer to use routes that avoid Russia. The CKU Railway is also seen as a means for China to increase its influence, which is the largest worry for the Kyrgyz people. There is significant concern that the construction of the railway may result in increased Chinese migration, making it simpler for them to enter Kyrgyzstan, given that Chinese projects have attracted numerous Chinese employees who are not welcomed locally. The Kyrgyz populace has grown increasingly wary of the railway over time, because they believe that China uses it as a pretext to encroach on their country's sovereignty. In 2020, when Kyrgyzstan owed China $1.7 billion, or over half of its total external debt, this reached its pinnacle. On the Kyrgyz side of the Chinese-Kyrgyz border, a $275 million logistics hub that was financed by China sparked protests from the local population that same year. China had trouble advancing the CKU railway project on its own, but as other nations began to fund it, the situation changed. In order to discuss the project, Uzbekistan dispatched railway specialists to Kyrgyzstan in 2017. In 2019, they extended an invitation to Turkey to engage in helping the Kyrgyz segment. The new Uzbek government changed the country's foreign policy, and China benefited from its initiative. The CKU Railway's finances have now been decided upon with Uzbekistan's involvement. Although all three nations will contribute equally to the Kyrgyz sector, there are still certain logistical concerns to be addressed, including the number of Chinese workers and the investment in industrial projects. Sustainability also depends on how many Kyrgyz items are allowed to enter China. What do you think of China's new massive railway project with Russia, as well as China's aspirations to connect all of Central Asia? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. The video has come to a close. We appreciate your understanding throughout. Before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to activate YouTube's algorithm and show more of our videos on your homepage. Thank you for watching, and please come back soon for more compelling films like this one.